What's it like to be chased by giants? Hi, I'm Tonya Hall for ZDNet, and joining me is Michael Lopp. He is the VP of Engineering at Slack. Welcome, Michael.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Okay, we all recognize that Slack is a leading enterprise messaging and collaboration platform. What do you do as your role of VP of Engineering for Slack?
Yeah, there's two sort of senior executives here at Slack in engineering. There's myself, the VP of engineering, and then there's the CTO. And the way to kind of think about those two different roles, because I get asked this a lot, is like, why are there two folks there? My job is threefold: the people, the process, and the product. Cal's job, Cal Henderson, the CTO, is sort of, he built the engine, and my job is sort of to run the engine. So day in, day out, I'm worrying about the people things, keeping the trains on time, making sure that we're building the right product.
Tell us about the origin of Slack and its bottom-up development history, like how you actually got started and to where you are today.
This is my opinion, but I think people who build things, they want to be efficient. They want to like get things done quickly because it's really important to whatever they're building, whether they're engineers or artists or marketing or whatever it is. And I think the reason that we see just a lot of adoption starting kind of at the base of Slack is that it's a fundamentally better way to work. The humans are used to all of these sort of archaic ways of getting things done, and I'm going to send you an email and wait 2 days for you to respond. And in a Slack world, everybody's there and they respond quickly, which is just so different than a lot of other work that has been done. So that efficiency piece is the reason we just see teams adopting it even before like the companies sign up and using the Slack, is that the builders want to be efficient. And suddenly you start to see other groups going like, hey, where is the engineering team? Or where is this other group? And they're like, oh, they're in Slack. So you kind of see that nice organic growth.
Tell us about the evolution of specifically your engineering priorities in the context of the growth of Slack, and especially in this market where now it's more competitive.
Yeah, it's my main job is sort of, like I said at the beginning, is really sort of the care of the humans here, because without those folks here happy and being productive, I have exactly no job. So really, I've been here almost 2 years now. My job is always about sort of nurturing and encouraging the humans, making sure they have growth plans, making sure it's a culture that is conducive to all of the things that we value here at Slack. So it sounds like a lot of words there, but that's an everyday sort of investment, and so in terms of like maintaining and taking care of the culture of the humans.
We talk about AI a lot, and machine learning and that sort of thing. What role is AI playing in messaging and project management collaboration for Slack?
Yeah, it's really exciting because everybody as a team is using Slack, and more folks are getting there. They're doing work there. And work is the discussion, is an artifact, like a Google Doc getting posted there. And there's emojis being assigned to a message. And what we can do for individual Slack instances is we can start to learn about like, what are the important messages? Or in a certain channel, like the Java channel, like who are the experts? And that learning just kind of continues to grow as more and more people are putting more information in there. And we can start to kind of mine and give people sort of insight into like what's going on inside of their Slack instance. You can go to any channel right now in the current product and you bring up the information and it'll tell you who are the kind of the experts in this channel, which is just a great way to kind of start to kind of, you get value out of all of this knowledge and work and information that's going inside of Slack.
Slack has become so big and so good, no doubt, due to some of your expert management skills. And I guess, that has awakened the giants, if you will. Microsoft now has Teams, and Google just recently launched Google.ai.
Right.
So what is it like competing against two of the biggest names in the software business?
Well, I've been doing this for a while. So I was at Apple, I was at Netscape a long, long time ago as well. And I love competition. Competition gives you a real sense of purpose. But and the thing that I like about it is it kind of makes you really focus on the things that are important. And when people ask me this question, I point out and say, listen, these other competitors that are great competitors, how many things are they doing? What are their different things, lines of businesses, all the things, all the plates that they're spinning? It's a lot, and God bless them. But we're doing one thing. We're making Slack great. We're making this experience of reimagining how work is done. That's the only thing we're focused on. And I think that gives us a really large competitive advantage.
Okay, you've written a couple of books on this, including Managing Humans. What attributes will help software engineers become successful in 2018?
This is it's changed so much in the last 20 years. It used to be like we box software and you bought it at a store, and that world is gone. And you're now in a world where you're releasing your software 60 times a day. So there's an adaptability that engineers need to just be embracing. And I think probably a better word is actually just curiosity. For me, I have this I'm deathly afraid of becoming irrelevant, and everything's changing around you the entire time. And that ability to embrace change, to keep learning from whether that's a Slack thing or some other piece of technology, it's that ability to be adaptable and curious about how the world's changing as opposed to being scared of it.
Well, you've got a lot of great advice, and I'm sure that a lot of engineers would respect and appreciate any advice that you could give them moving forward. If somebody wants to connect with you, maybe they want to find out more about how to be a successful engineer, how to use AI, and how you've been able to take a software for business and compete against the big giants. If they wanted to do that, how can they? How can they connect with you, Michael?
Well, I have email, although I don't use email much anymore. But I'm on Twitter. Rands is the name of the guy on Twitter. And also, I have a Rands leadership Slack, which you can search for. And it's a great place to hang out with other leaders, either current leaders or aspirational, and have a discussion with each other and kind of learn from each other. That's probably the best way to get in touch with me.
All right. Thanks again for joining. And we'll look forward to, I'll check out your book, Managing Humans. If you want to find me and more of my interviews, you can do that right here on ZDNet or Tech Republic, or find me on Twitter. I like to tweet, and reach out to me there at Tonya Hall Radio, or find me on Facebook by searching for The Tonya Hall Show. Until next time.